Before we get into this video, as you watch this clip that I'm about to play, I just want you to note that the black woman is running to the white man and that she's not even given really any lines. She's not allowed to speak. It's just all about him and his benevolence and her acquiescence. That's the least of the problems with this commercial. But as I watched it, that just really impressed upon me. With that said, let's start the video and let's kick it off with the full advert from Ancestry.com.
Abigail, we can escape to the north. There's a place we can be together. Across the border. Will you leave with me?
So you guys just watched the controversial Ancestry.com advert. This is an advertisement that actually went over really well in Canada for them. They saw a marked uptick in the number of people and traffic to their site to use their services after they aired this ad in Canada. So they were really excited to air it in the United States. They were expecting something of the same sort of reaction. I've been really sad to see the black reaction on this. Obviously, there are some people that are outraged, but I've also seen some black people kind of co-sign the train of thought that follows this. Essentially saying that most white people didn't own slaves, and, this did happen, and da 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 da. So let me just say this. It is true that most white people didn't own slaves. A very, very small percent of white people owned slaves. It was the white elite that essentially owned slaves. But with that said, for slavery to go on for hundreds of years, the entire white diaspora that was present in the United States co-signed slavery and benefited from that unjust caste system. So they don't get a pass just because they did not own slaves. Second of all, there's been an anonymous source that claims to be, work with Ancestry.com, who claims that a lot of the adverts are created around real individuals. However, I've heard a lot of news outlets spin this as if this was based on a real person. And the company, to my knowledge, has not released any statement saying that. In fact, when they did release a statement, they didn't mention that at all. What they said, and I quote, is Ancestry is committed to serving a diverse range of companies. They emailed this statement out. It also included a list of activities, and to show just how racially insensitive they are, when white people are extra racist, they start saying stupid stuff. They included information about a film that they funded that was related to Black life. And then they open up their quote again by saying that they are committed to serving a diverse range of customers and people who seek to explore their own personal journeys of discovery and to building an internal culture that is aligned with that goal. So just a lot of freaking gibberish iced off with, hey, we funded a movie about Black life. That was Ancestry's response. I don't know where these people are getting that this was a real woman, and because that's not what they're saying in their responses. I haven't found a legitimate response from them that says it's from them directly and not anonymous that has made that claim. Also, I want to talk about how the exceptions don't prove the rule. Do I mean that there was never a black woman or man and a white man or woman who ran off to get married during slavery? Perhaps not. I mean, perhaps so. Perhaps there were, it happened a few times. But the exceptions do not prove the rule. And when you literally have a history of black female slaves wearing multiple layers of clothing to make their bodies look less attractive, to protect themselves from rape, and you have black female slaves being raped multiple times throughout their lives by their white slave owners, the 1 to 10 to 100 to 1,000 even, but slavery went on for hundreds of years. If there were 5,000 cases of blacks and whites running off into freedom to be married and bear mixed children, it wouldn't make a difference to the greater narrative. The exceptions don't prove the rule, and we can't base our rhetoric on the exceptions. So, for obvious reasons, it was a highly insensitive ad. Nobody was really feeling that mess here in the United States, and understandably so. So, was Ancestry.com insensitive and racist? Absolutely. But hey, this is an insensitive and racist world, so I don't know what we expect. And with that said, I will talk to you guys later.